Alright, as attributes, yeah, blah blah blah. Cinder runs away, Lumiere runs away, Senta Scorch scares the Human Torch away. Scorch, Heatwave, Yang, Kai, and Pyro run away. Ace finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Dobby, Jogo, and Avdol run away. Flame Trooper, Mr. T, and Eruptor run away. Rengoku snaps Blaze's neck. Reshiram grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Firefly finds a bag
They
full of
have no neck.
explosives. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just a
he
head.
snapped. Yeah, he snapped his head. He snapped his rods. Firefly or Hinabe takes a sickle. Scorpion runs away. Fuse runs away. Chester Cheetah finds a backpack. Sent to Scorch defeats Flame Trooper but spares his life. Hanabe camouflages in the bushes. Abdul sees smoke rising but decides not to investigate. Reshiram diverts Heatwave's attention and runs away. Scorpion attacks Scorch but he escapes. Jogo receives medical supplies. Fuse receives a ham sandwich. Dobby goes fishing. Ace defeats Yang but spares her life. Rengoku saves Chester Cheetah's life and then shoots an explosive barrel behind him, killing him. Human Torch tries to spearfish with a trident. Mr. T tries to sleep through the entire day. Lumiere tries to spearfish with a trident. Eruptor camouflages in the bushes. Kai receives bountiful corn. Pyro shoots Cinder with a bow and arrow, but she ignores the saw blades. Firefly receives medical supplies.
I feel like if we were to talk like this to like a peasant, they would just explode.
Yeah, they couldn't comprehend anything. Scorch, Pyro, and Human Torch sleep in shifts. Dobby, Reshiram, and Fuse sing songs together. Yang and Kai tell stories about themselves to each other. Heatwave passes out from exhaustion. Avdol cooks food. Eruptor kills Scorch for his supplies. Cinder defeats Scorpion but spares his life. Firefly tends to his wounds. Jogo cooks food. Flame Trooper sings himself to sleep. Ace receives some medical supplies. Mr. T questions his sanity. Rengoku receives clean water. Hinabe reads the dictionary until morning. Lumiere sets up camp for the night. Reshiram tends to Dobby's wounds. Mr. T picks flowers. Jogo practices his archery. Fuse tapes Cinder's fingers to a chair, causing her to die. Eruptor chases Kai. Ace, Cinder, and Goku hunt for other tributes. Scorpion crawls under a glass bench that Centiscorch is sitting on and admires the view. Flame Trooper commits vehicular homicide
Admires
on
the view.
Heatwave
That's my why.
because glass bench. Lumiere goes fishing. Human Torch reinvents the wheel. Yang attacks an Abe, but
Declan,
she
do you know
manages to
glass bench
escape.
lore?
No.
Good.
Abe came up with the genius idea to make a glass bench.
In what?
Just in real life, just as an
Oh.
invention, just make a glass bench. And I was like, it'd be really easy for like pervy people to just go under the bench and just
Admire
admire
the
the view.
view.
Yeah. I'm still not
Anyway,
seeing the problem here.
it's a bad idea. It should not be invented. Firefly discovers a river. Pyro receives a ham sandwich. Hanabe attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. That just the fire powers, but okay. Pyro thinks
She
about
can
how.
run out of juice, so.
Oh, okay. Rengoku receives medical supplies. Dobby tries to sing himself to sleep. Mr. T cries himself to sleep. Reshiram and Scorpion sleep in shifts. Centiscorch is awoken by nightmares. Lumiere receives a hatchet. Kai starts a fire. Jogo is unable to start a fire. Okay. Ace stays awake all night. Flame Trooper loses sight of where he is. Yang loses sight of where she is. Firefly tries to sleep. Avdol receives an explosive. Eruptor is awoken by nightmares. Fuse loses sight of where he is. Human Torch cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Kai begs for Flame Trooper to kill him. He refuses. Ace constructs a shack. Lumiere receives Centiscorch's wife from an unknown sponsor. Rengoku receives 29 bucks and some loose change from an unknown sponsor. Pyro receives clean water. Fuse discovers a river. Eruptor receives $14. Firefly receives a hatchet. Dobby overhears Scorpion and Hanabe talking in the distance. Avdol injures himself. Reshiram chases Yang. Jogo searches for water source. Mr. T discovers a cave. Rengoku, Yang, and Jogo sing songs together. Hanabe receives medical supplies. Avdol receives fresh food. Flame Trooper, Fuse, and Centiscorch track down and kill Scorpion. Mr. T spears Dobby in the abdomen. Lumiere is awoken by nightmares. Eruptor tries to sing himself to sleep. Ace is awoken by nightmares. Kai wakes up to motorcycle noises and howling. The rival gang surrounds him and makes their kill. Pyro receives fresh food. Firefly tries to treat his infection. Reshiram climbs a tree to rest.
Peril, duh.
Oh
No?
yeah, from Wings of Fire, yeah.
Too
She-
Or
late.
just any Skywing.
No, okay, they're the only ones who can breathe fire, right?
No, no, multiple ones can. It's just that Skywings are more characterized for fire.
So Peril, Kevin, is just a woman made of fire.
Yeah,
Awesome.
she literally has to have her entire body enchanted so that she doesn't set the ground on fire that she walks on.
Oh, wow. It's a little late for that, though.
Yeah.
We're already, like, more than halfway through.
Sproutable Village, what the heck?
Whoa. Firefly bashes Senta Scorch's head against a rock several times. Abdul defeats Ace but spares his life. Pyro goes hunting. Jogo, Reshiram, and Fuse hunt together. Yang diverts Hanabe's attention and runs away. Mr. T cannot handle the circumstances and buries himself in sand to rot for all of time. Lumiere receives Eruptor's wife from an unknown sponsor. Rengoku smells like heat and realizes he is on fire. Flame Trooper receives 17 doubloons from an unknown sponsor. Pyro and Flame Trooper hold hands. Yang receives clean water. Jogo defeats Lumiere in a fight but spares his life. Eruptor receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Hanabe and Abdul sleep in shifts. Firefly and Reshiram run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Ace questions his sanity. Fuse questions his sanity. Firefly and Eruptor work together for the day. Lumiere tends to Fuse's wounds. Flame Trooper makes a wooden spear. Hanabe sends Ace to Spain. Yang tries to spearfish with a trident. Reshiram reinvents the wheel. Abdul tries to sleep through the entire day. Pyro tries to sleep through the entire day. Jogo receives medical supplies. Hanabe plays her mixtape for Pyro. It's so bad that he dies on the spot. Yang dies and then is unwillingly resurrected in the Lazarus pit. Abdul kills Flame Trooper with a sickle. Eruptor beats Fuse to death with a brick. Reshiram convinces Jogo to snuggle with him. Firefly stabs Lumiere while his back is turned. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs of the Tributes families. Jogo decides not to go to the feast. Eruptor, Yang, Hanabe, and Abdul track down and kill Firefly. Reshiram bites the onions. Jogo bashes Hanabe's head in with a mace. Abdul convinces Eruptor not to kill him, only to kill him instead. Reshiram sees smoke rising but decides not to investigate. Yang cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Abdul and Jogo run into each other and decide to truce. Reshiram is decided where he is. Final three.
That doesn't make sense. Reshiram can fly.
Nah, he's lost.
Apparently.
Abdul receives $14 from an unknown sponsor. Reshiram plays his mixtape for Jogo. It's so bad that he dies on the spot. Last two. Reshiram and Abdul from JoJo. Reshiram kills Abdul as he tries to run.
Let's go. Reshiram wins.
Yup.